Well, it's likely in vain to suggest that Ukraine might have started this war. And I don't mean to folk, it's a joke to say that's what they were asking for. The corrupted leaders, the neo-Nazi breeders who frighten the bear. All the oligarch crooks with their fat pocketbooks, well, they simply don't care. Unite Europe against Russia, that's what Biden was rushed for. Maybe 500 billion, a trillion or more. But Biden still sticks to his original agenda to protect his family's investment in China. 50 years in the Senate left him fruitless and bitter, while kids in their 20s getting wealthy on Twitter still needs a few billion more to seal his reservation in the underground bunkers underneath his own nation. It's a sickening cycle of betrayal and lies. When we promised the Russians we'd never NATO side, was a deal struck with China to carve out peace and rest? Or is it left the new master cause they surely know what's best? The plan is to wipe out as many as they possibly can. All the robots are ready to replace every slave, and anyone who says it needs an early grave. For decades, so-called Democrats been poking the bear. Soft-spoken politicians, white smiles, perfect hair. US and EU found a new weapons playground, but nuclear winters were all likely bound. To join NATO, but Clinton said no. Putin asked for some space, but it got taken by NATO. Biolabs near the border and weapons to Ukraine. It's all so fucking obvious, it just messes up my brain. But the plane will go visit the poor folk in Ohio, where the train left the track spilling its poisonous cargo. They dare drink the water or cut corn for their daily bread. Just stutter and smiles cause they're over the bread. It's a sickening cycle of betrayal and lies. Promise the Russians we will eliminate sides. Was a deal struck with China to carve out east and west? Only could left the new master cause they surely know what's best. Lady Melinda left Bill, once the world's richest man. What woman would do this as his once biggest fan? Epstein and Brunel found dead in their cells. It's like a reptilian sex bloodfest with no more church bells. War games with the old men, real armies of young boys, deadly diseases and pharmatech bio-toys. Pedophile partying with those who have everything, and fentanyl smarties with those who have nothing. Political tricksters who fabricate fear, and climate change lies to keep everybody near to the big city centers where it's easier to work in, while farmland is kept for the privileged few. Except for those places near the ICBM bases, already sold to the Chinese right in front of our faces. They got their own police stations in the US of A. Information highway from the US all the way to Cafe. It's a sickening cycle of betrayal and lies. Their hearts in their wallets, their eyes on the prize. While they tend to suck all the boyfriend friends. While their country masters live centuries, no fear of the end. But don't worry, be happy, 'cause they'll soon be sending the robots.